So, welcome back to Cuphead Part 2. If you haven't seen my previous video, please go ahead and check out Part 1, where we have 3 bosses for the DLC. This was the gnome boss, the spider boss, I think it's Boogie or something, and the third was the car boss. I'll figure out the names when I put it up in the title, but please bear with me. So yeah, this is the second part of the DLC, which we'll be covering for only with the bosses. And it was quite some progress, quite some fight that I had to put up with the different bosses. And we finally finished the boss section. I think there is a ladder that I need to explore, as well as the ladder out here comes up. I need to explore that, and I need to explore the different side tasks that the NPCs give. So this is the fourth boss that I encountered in the DLC, and our first try goes really good in comparison to the other bosses. I tried to figure out what these little icicles or stalagmites/stalactites do, and it took me a while to kind of figure out, and I'm dead. It took me a while to figure out what the projection of they are. So the wizard at first has around 3 or 4 main boss moves or 5. I think moves. I'll go with moves. So one is the icicle that you see. The second is this, where he just pounds you with the whale, and the third is he becomes a tarot card reader. I'm not sure why. But this is phase 4 of phase 1. In the second phase, he encompasses himself with snow and becomes a fridge apparently. And when he's in the snow, he can do 3 main things. One, move, roll from right to left, and jump in the air from right to left. That's his main moving sort of attack is. And the second one is the fridge, where he pops out all the icicles. And even this kind of took me like an hour to kind of get to, where we kind of reached the third and final phase, which is basically a snow particle. I'm not sure what it's called. A snowflake? Yeah, a snowflake. That's what it's called. We did quite good. So we overall had quite a few good runs in the end. So as you see, first phase, I'm not sure where they go to, and I just retried because it was a really bad start. So I figured out if he stays to the left of the arena, he'll pop out the icicles towards the right, most of the times actually. The second is if he's to the left, and it's always like in a diagonal sort of position. And I was lucky to not get hit by the bottom card out there. Move on to the second phase, and hopefully you'll see all the phases right here as well, where he does the swords, then he moves from left to right, he does a fridge. So the part where we can actually dodge the icicles is that wherever the first ice cube falls, you move in there and simultaneously similarly move towards the other end for the second icicle. So we get to the second phase, so the last phase for the second time in a row out here, and it turns out pretty good. Like I thought I'd get really close towards this, but I get hit here and done. And as you see, it's really close. I almost cried out here again. It was really close because I've been trying for like an hour. So my loadout out here is the same, where it's the roundabout and the chaser. The chaser is for when he's up there and I can't actually get anywhere close. The second one is the roundabout for when they are at like the same position or at the same level that I am, and it kind of works out. I try to figure out how to dodge this later on. The main point is the position in where he is, and it always comes to, let's say, a diagonal position. The eyes like this spread out on a diagonal position. As you see, move towards where the icicles actually land and you won't be able to get hit. And as you see, he does that where he moves to the left or move to the right, and then he just rotates in a semicircle kind of format. So I try my best to not get hit and kind of saved up all my hit points, and this turned out to be a really good run. And yeah, we kind of get towards the end at this. Just a little bit of dodging, not many projectiles in each phase, so it's easier to kind of hit the boss even with the chaser. But the roundabout does a really good job in getting him, and that's it. That's like the end of the boss. And yeah, that was I managed to get like hit in the end, and Bina minus is really good. So yeah, we get the ingredient that we were supposed to, and we have one more boss to go before we actually get towards the end. I try to, yeah, as you see, there's like 5 main bosses and 1 end. So Doggone Dogfight. Now there was a big pun intended out here, and you'll see it soon. And this is where we actually it's one of my favorite bosses as well. So we'll see that later on. Not much going on out here, but as you can see, because dogs fight flying the plane, and that's the pun. It's a dog fight done by dogs. And I really appreciate the humor out here. It was funny, at least to me. So that was like the first try. The first tries are always bad, but it gets better. I switch out to Miss Chalice. I'm not sure why, but maybe for the hit points, and I think that's the only sort of difference. Actually, this is quite a few differences, even with the parry system, the parry mechanic at least, where when you just dash, you get the parry, and that's what kind of works with this level as well. So I use the chaser since the dog is up, and I try to get as many as possible in terms of parrying the elements. Should I say parry or parry? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. I'm not sure. So yeah, we kind of get this done easily, get that parry, and yeah, the second phase is not that bad, where there's just 4 dogs, and the chaser does all the work for us, and yeah, we get this done rather easily. So moving on to the third and final phase is where my amazement begins. And as you see, the second phase of this just kind of rotates everything on your head, and that's where the disorientation kind of sets in. So getting to the ways the bosses attack, is three attacks basically. So there's one dog in the cockpit that throws the tennis balls, and I think this is entirely dog oriented stuff. There's a cat that throws hairballs or wools, like yarns of wool, and the third and final one is where they throw bones out in a boomerang sort of fashion. The way the bottom, and I think the hydrant, I kind of missed out on that. I think the dragon comes and drops the hydrant from behind, and yeah, all of this together is just absolute mayhem and chaotic. So I try my best to get the parries as soon as possible. In the second phase, it's really easy to kind of dodge these and let the chaser do the work. You get the parries as wherever possible, and yeah, as you can see, final phase where there's lasers. There's 1, 2, and the third one is kind of variable. Not sure if I want to try it. And the third is where the lady drops dog balls. The red ones go to the bottom and the yellow ones go towards the top, and I just fall down. So yeah, it was frustrating to just fall down, but hey, that's just part of the job, I guess. So yeah, I tried to change my loadout out here, trying to get in a different sort of equipment out here. Try to figure out what R control is. I'm not even sure yet. I thought it had something to change according to this thing, the orientation that happens in the third phase, but I'm not quite sure about it. So I try my best to use the swirly weapon to get in more damage, but I'm not sure how good that is. The chaser does most of the work again, and try to get the parry there, and yeah, it was quite grueling just to get the whole plane system right. I don't think the plane system is hard to maneuver. It's really fun trying to figure that out as well. So the hydrants come out. I think they pee on the hydrants, that's why. So yeah, a dog theme is entirely viable out here. So this was a really fun fight. I'm not sure what hit me there, but I tried to use the super get out. I don't want to prolong this thing any further, and yeah, I try to use the new one, but it doesn't work out as well, so I switched to the chaser. Same thing out here. I kind of finished this fight as soon as possible, and yeah, we get in the parry again, and final phase again. So I think this is our final try for this boss. I was much more calm and patient in terms of whatever was thrown at me, and I think we get hit here once, but that's in, I think, the second phase of the dog lady. Can't say the B word out here, might get flagged. So yeah, rotating again, we use the main X build up, get hit here, but I think we get done really soon. I think in the next phase that we see the dog lady. Good reaction time from my end, and I think we're done. Yeah, so we are done with the main bosses in terms of getting the ingredients and so on and so forth. So it took some time. I think I got quite a few parries. Bonus I don't think we'll get for HP, and yeah, skill was good enough, so I think this was B+. Yeah, so that was a really fun boss that I actually enjoyed out of all, and we get all the ingredients as we wanted, and we went to the salt baker to kind of check out what else is needed. I just check what the dialogue of the ghost is, and yeah, we move on to the main boss. And yeah, I'm not sure why I got the yellow flag for the cow boss though. Go here. I'm not sure why I went here though. I should have kind of exited. I'm not sure what I did here. Yeah, and exit. I'm not sure why I came here. I should have gone to the bakery itself. So yeah, we go to the bakery. The salt baker is now there. Oh, what could it be? Spoiler boss. So spoiler warning out here. If you guys wanna drop out, please do now. Go play the game, and then please do come back. But it was kind of written in stone that this was gonna happen. So yeah, the salt baker is our final boss. And yeah, we kind of have to battle this guy out towards the end. And this was a really frustrating fight. And I have around 2 hours of footage that I haven't used and kind of condensed it to like 12 minutes. Not even 12, I think it's like 10 minutes. So this boss starts, and as you can see, there's gonna be a lot of chaos, so bear with me while I explain stuff. So in the start, you see his hand kind of move towards the right, throwing the sugar cubes, and that was a really nice detail because that's how the entire game starts. So animal crackers. So we have quite a few things that we need to kind of dodge out here. Sugar cubes, lemons, strawberries, fire, lime, and animal crackers. So I will kind of explain from the start itself. So the fire just kind of follows you around from top to bottom in like an arc shape, as you can see up top. The sleight of hand, the sugar cubes move in a sine or cosine wave. Animal crackers, they just jump around. The shorter ones, the smaller ones do a shorter jump, and yeah, they do a shorter jump and kind of go for you directly. And the strawberries come in a slant format or an angle format, only from top to bottom. The limes move in a boomerang fashion, where there are two types. One goes to your jump height, and the second one is towards the bottom of the screen. And I think that's it for the first phase. The second phase is rather complex, in which we need to kind of hit the salt and pepper shakers, and they go and hit the boss itself. I'll explain more once I kind of go towards the next run. I can explain it that I changed my loadout again, and that kind of works here as well. So hand to the side, as you see, sugars, sine, cosine, try to get the parries. As you see, the fire that moves in a proper up and down format. The lines move in a boomerang format. Depends on how far you actually jump. And you got the animal crackers. A nice addition for the animal crackers was that when you kill the animal crackers, a fish cracker kind of pops out. Kind of weird, but yeah. Same thing with strawberries, come down like rain in terms of slants. Get that parry. I try to use the X move, but I find something really bad is that once you use the X move, you kind of get hit instantly. There's no iframes to it, and as you see, a lot of things going on. The fire kind of comes here as well, and they got, I think, I'm not sure what herb that is, but as you can see, try to explore or try to not get hit as much, and the salt shakers kind of do their work. So much better progress, but that took me like 45 minutes to just get through. And yeah, sugar cubes, try to get the parry, and it kind of gets better with practice. Try to figure out the ways in which the fire moves. So if you're at one end, you move towards the other end so that the fire can't actually hit you. Anime crackers, as you see, the firefish actually move out. So yeah, try to get all three. It's more about movement rather than hitting the boss. I think that's like the main objective of Cuphead through and through. You gotta move, keep on moving so that you don't get hit and you don't get stuck in a corner per se. So easy first phase. Once he stomps his hands on the table, that means the phase is done. I try to use the X move, try to get all the salt and pepper shakers. Like in the first hit itself, got two. Yeah, same thing. The salt pepper shakers do give you like do throw a projectile at you. Maybe it's a pepper, or maybe it's like a I'm not sure what. Maybe it's a dried pepper and a fresh pepper. Not sure. And yeah, this is it. Like the spices or the herbs, they also move in a cosine or a sine format, but from top to bottom. I think the angle is changed, and we move to the third phase. Now this phase was kind of easy in comparison, but the hitboxes are really bad. And yeah, that was a very small phase. Moving on to the last phase, in which it comes true to nature, in which there's a salt barrage or a salt tornado, and yeah, we get hit once more, and yeah, I think this is the final run. Lot of things that going on out here. Try to get parries, try to move. I'm really astonished that I did not get hit out there. Try your best to use a double jump, and the other part is that if you kind of switch to Cuphead or Mugman out here, it won't allow you to do that. Like if you see my videos clearly, I have like in the start animation, Cuphead is present, but it kind of switches to Miss Chalice by default. So a lot of dodging, a lot of figuring out where to not get hit, and yeah, lots of moving around. So I try to save my super for the second phase, and try to get the salt and shakers out before they even spawn. And yeah, this makes it kind of easier in getting early hits into the boss. There's no point in getting the parries out here because it's kind of difficult to use your X out here, like your EX move. So just try to dodge, try to not get hit, and I try to save most of the hit points towards the end. I'm not sure if I do get hit in this phase, but yeah, I try my best to just outmaneuver whatever is going on screen. Yeah, I try to save. Yeah, I remember saying this is the run, and then I kind of get hit out here. And yeah, this was a really a good 2 phases, and yeah, we move on to like third or fourth phase with just 2 hit points. And yeah, it was really fun. It was good enough. So we try to get in all the parries possible. We try to get in out here. I think I get hit here as well. Yeah, but I try to. This was butt crunching stuff. I just try to get to the platforms first, and dashing was my second this thing. So one thing which you can do is dash, and the second thing you can do is hit the boss. So it kind of works that way as well. Try to outmaneuver bosses, and that's it. That's the entire DLC. At least in boss fights. So this was really fun. This was amazing content that has been dropped by Studio MDHR, and really thankful for such a fun DLC. Obviously they took their time and patience, and it shows out here. It was a lot of hard work. Oh wait, I need to let you guys hear this. So yeah, that's it. Thank you Studio MDHR. I'll still be continuing playing the DLC for any other sort of thing, and I'm pretty sure there is a lot of content that has been dropped in the DLC itself. I just need to explore a bit. I'll try to play the other I'll play the levels with the other guns that have been updated or have been added to the inventory. Hopefully I have enough coins for that. I'm not sure how we actually get extra coins to buy everything. So yeah, I think this will be something that's really good. So yeah. Okay, cool. I will see you guys soon in like part 3, maybe at the end of the week or something of that sort. Please do drop a like and a comment, and yeah, share it as well. Cool. Thanks guys. See you soon.